Stage lights cold as a winter rain. One breath, one prayer, then the world went strange. Crowd froze up when the thunder cracked. Truth on a mic and a life attacked. He talked about hope in a storming land. Bible in the heart and a promise in his hands. But a shadow reached from a coward's perch, cut down a son in the middle of church. And I swear if the tables turned the other way, y'all know there'd be fires in the streets today. But here we stand with candles and a folded flag, begging God for mercy on the road we drag. How dare they steal the breath from a faithful man? How dare they stain the grass where his boots once stand? They call us evil, point at our cross, then pull that trigger and reckon no cost. If it were theirs, there'd be sirens and flames, but we're praying for truth while we whisper his name. Charlie, we ain't letting go of your hand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good evening, Erie County. It is Sunday. I tell you what, it is cold. So this is a good night to stay inside, watch the show. If you guys are watching that, well, I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know if it's an Otters game or something. I know it's a Super Bowl. We're going to cut it a little bit short. That way we can all go watch the Kid Rock presentation, because I'm not watching the Ugly Bunny guy or whatever his stupid name is. I could care less who he is. And yeah, so we're going to cut out of here about maybe 10 till, because that's when they say halftime should be right around 8 o'clock. That way we can watch the real halftime show with Turning Point and Kid Rock and the gang. That way we can actually enjoy it and understand it. I don't understand habla español. The last time I remember, the official language of this country was Spanish. Hey, I mean English, not Spanish. But they're trying to make it that way, but here we go. I guess I have a special viewer in the crowd tonight. We have Michael. Where's Michael at? Michael, jump up and down. No, like I can see Michael, but I'm just telling him because he's not at my house. He's at his mom and dad's house, so he can jump around all he wants. But we're going to keep it short. We got some good videos. Kim's going to give a quick call on some activities coming up that we need to get done and out of the way. Play a couple videos, and we're out of here. That way, we can go watch the Turning Point USA real halftime show. I don't even know who's playing. I think it's the Patriots and the Eagles. So if the Eagles are playing, I guess little Josh Shapiro took out his little our private plane.
This is Gigi.
Brenda,
Are you watching, Papa?
Brenda?
Yes. Oh,
You're mute. Your mic's not muted.
I must have bumped it. Sorry.
That's okay. That's the thing with live stuff. You have those little oopsies. She was just calling her grandson Michael because he's watching the show tonight. He called it a little bit beforehand, and I'm like, hey, just come back here in a couple minutes. You'll see me on the big TV. Yeah, the Seahawks. I don't even know who's playing tonight. I could care less. But what are they like? The Texas Seahawks or something? No, I can't either. Seattle. I get it. But that's not how much I really care about the NFL. I gave up on them years ago with the whole Kirkpatrick out of the 49ers taking a knee and, the other silly national anthem, the Black national anthem. No, it's just the American national anthem. I could care less. So here we got Kim live. There you go, Kim. You're live.
Well, I'm making it really a quick one because I know everybody wants to get back to the Seahawks and the Patriots.
Whatever,
I know. So, everybody, I was just at state committee meeting, and greetings from Stacey Garrity. She says she loves every single one of you, and our new lieutenant governor candidate, Jason Ritchie. Let me tell you guys, everybody, you're going to love this guy. He had previously ran for governor before, didn't make it. But I'm telling you what, he is a rocker and a roller and a shaker. And I guarantee you, every one of you are going to absolutely adore him. You will have an opportunity to meet him. He will be at the Lincoln breakfast with our great soon-to-be new governor, Stacey Garrity. And for those of you that have not bought your tickets yet, those are still available, and the Lincoln Breakfast will be on the 21st of this month.
I know, it's just TikTok away. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff coming up. It's a busy month. We're coming out of hibernation, and we're ready to do stuff.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, I have been on the phone since I left state committee, and we got a lot of stuff going on. So I hope you guys already know when I call in to have your pen and paper ready, because, otherwise I'm just going to have to bug you with text messages and stuff. So this Thursday on the 12th, 7 p.m., ECRC meeting, make your voice heard if you're on committee. We will be voting in a new vice chairman, Brian Shank, and not that, I'm putting it out there. So please, if you're on committee, please make an attempt to come. I looked at the weather. It should be good. What a great day to vote in a new vice chairman on Lincoln's birthday. In addition to that, on the 15th, hey, everybody's bored, 5 to 9. Let's go and support Brian. He and Jake Banta will be at the Sunflower Club, like I said, from 5 to 9 for the celebrity bartender event. And it's kind of cool. If nobody's gone to this, the money does go to charity. They have a huge board with the list of all the bartenders that are there. And they have a contest to see which bartender can bring in the most tips. And all those tips go to charity. So, if you got a couple extra bucks, throw them in Brian's picture.
Yeah, it goes to the Fallen Riders group. They're a group of men and women that, unfortunately, they're very well needed. When a motorcyclist loses their life here locally, they do what they can to give them a check to help with some expenses. They don't pay for everything, but it's just a nice thought. The Fallen Riders Memorial Fund, that's what they do. And of course, Jake Bant and I have always been very, very well involved with the group. We've been celebrity bartenders. They they kind of put the big mouth politicians together, so that way, we're done and out of there. And when you're dealing with Jake Banta, you get a good crowd. So there's gonna be a lot of people there. So I will do a Facebook Live. I'll set up a little camera and do a live feed, and you guys come in and say hi.
Absolutely. I'm telling you what, I'm not going to give you guys a day off that week.
No.
I talked to Congressman Kelly's regional manager, campaign manager, Melanie Brewer, on the 16th. As you guys know, I always give it away for free. So on the 16th, 5:30 at the Republican headquarters, that's President's Day. Everybody's got the day off, so we're not expecting a lot of snow. I expect everybody to be there. We will be having a special training on how to fill out your petition and get it turned in if you want to be on committee. In addition to that, we will have the petitions there for Stacey Garrity, another petition for our great new Lieutenant Governor, Jason Ritchie, and we will have the petitions there for Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly needs 1,000 signatures, and Colonel Garrity needs 2,500, and so does Jason Ritchie. He needs 2,500. So I need all hands on board to get these petitions filled. Now, for Mike, Jason, and Stacy, any registered Republican in the county can sign these. And those can be distributed starting the next day on the 17th. Now, here's the kicker. I said I will give you something for free, and I never lie. Anybody who comes to this training on the 16th, we will have pizza, we'll have Gwen's Tasty Cookies, we'll have soda pop there, but anybody else who comes, you will get a free Stacey Garrity poster, you'll get a Stacey Garrity sticker, you will get a Jason Ritchie for Lieutenant Governor palm card, the first ones that just came out, and you will receive a Mike Kelly for Congress t-shirt. So,
Free.
And a Mike Kelly sticker.
Free.
So I encourage all of you to come out, because we are just going to make it a whole lot of fun. Any and every question you ever ask can be answered at this point.
Yeah,
Melanie is so knowledgeable.
While you were talking, I had my petition already filled out, ready to go out, because you can go to eriecounty.gov, go to elections. They'll have the blank ones there. You can actually just fill it in with all the information and hit print. If you do that, make sure you print out the back side and attach it to the same piece of paper. They're very touchy. Yes. It is a legal document. The ladies down in the office don't ask for a lot, but there are rules. So you have to have it on the front. You have to have, it has to be actually printed on the back. And, and that way you can turn it in legally, because on the back side of it is where you have to sign it.
Right. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, Brian, isn't that also the candidate's affidavit form?
There is a separate form for that. There is so when you download that, you'll download 2 of them. Actually, you'll get the actual petition. As you can see, right there on the back side, I'm showing it. It's hard. There it goes. There's where all the signatures go. So this form has to be there, and it has to be attached for it to be legal-like.
Right. So we will give you all that information. Tim Kuzma will also be there. He has a wealth of information. Now, you can sign your own petition for committee, as well as any other registered Republican in your house. If you want to know what district and what ward you live in, you can go to Tim, and he will give you the information, and he can email you a list of people. You can also do the great thing that Brian did. You can contact Voters Registration Office. The girls down there are fabulous. They will either print you out a copy, or they will email you a copy of the Republicans in your ward and district. Very simple, but we will walk you through this step by step, and we'll get you the help you need. You only need 10 signatures for that.
Yeah, and if you contact the ladies down at the election office and just tell them you need a walking list, because the walking list gives it to you by street and address. So it's not like, you have to go from one house, drive a half an hour to the next. It'll give everybody on that street who is a registered Republican in your ward. So yeah, make sure you ask for a walking list. They'll email it to you for free. You just download it and print it. What is wrong with your dog?
She's mad because I had the fireplace turned off, and so I had to walk over and push a button and turn it on. The other really quick thing I wanted to let you know is at the same time we will go over briefly about registering people. They had a great lecture at state committee about registering people. I thought I knew everything. Surprise! Kim didn't know everything, so I picked up 1 or 2 little hints. They really help a lot. As a matter of fact, while I was staying at Hilton, I was able to switch over 13 Democrats to Republicans by just telling them a few little quick things. So easy, you can do it on your phone. And then on Tuesday, the 17th, that will be your first day to actually go get signatures. I'm so excited.
I know.
And then the 18th, now this is important. You got 2 events that day, so you can be able to attend one or the other. It's Miss Teresa's first Republican luncheon. She'll have a great speaker there. Jake Banton will be there. He's running for state rep again. And she will also have Caleb Landis from Early Vote Action speaking. $15 includes your lunch, your drink, everything that you need, and the tip. And then later on that evening at the Waterford Hotel, Mike Kelly will be doing a petition signing party. I encourage you to go if you can go. I mean, it's a great opportunity for you to interact with Mike, ask him any questions about any votes. It's just a lot of fun. And then that, like I said, that Saturday will be the ladies' luncheon.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. Like I said, everything's recorded. If you have any questions, reach out to Kim. She is the holder of the calendar. She is the activities director on this cruise ship. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So we'll get you the information. It's all coming out there. It's all on my social media. There's an event page for the seminar on the 16th, which is really nice because it's the day before you can actually sign the petitions legally, because you can't legally sign them until the 17th. So please don't do that.
And one really last final thing, Brian. Our first big parade, the biggest one ever, will be the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Mark your dates, everybody. March 14th. The Democrats hate it because they think they own it. We show up. We take over State Street. We are blessed this year to have 2 trailers. We have Brian Shank pulling Stacey Garrity signage and being pulled by the Shank Mobile. And we will have Greg Hayes pulling Mike Kelly stuff. So we need walkers to represent 2 trailers. We are very fortunate. We have an opportunity where you can order a limited edition Stacey Garrity shirt or sweatshirt, but we need your sizes and we need your commitments. So Brenda Shank is in charge of that. So if you would like to order one for future events and to be in the parade or what have you, please get your sizes to Brenda, because those will be ordered this week because we want to have them back in time. Also on the 21st, there is Freedom Shirt still available. The 21st will be the very first Erie County Charlie Kirk Polar Plunge, sponsored by Turning Point. So if you are still interested in getting a Charlie Kirk shirt or sweatshirt, please let Brenda know. And I'm going to leave on that note and enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody.
All right. Thanks, Kim, for your updates. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Now I'm going to give Dave a call because he just called it. So, yeah, Kim beat him to the punchline.
Your police department.
You funny.
Hello.
You're a funny GI guy. Hey, what's going on, Dave? You're live.
I'm live.
You're live.
Wow.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm just spiffy here. I'm definitely not watching the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
I gave that up years ago.
Yep, I refuse to watch that garbage.
And the thing there, with all the garbage and the politics and all the woke bullshit they thrown in there, do you realize that the NFL is a nonprofit? They don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
They don't pay taxes. So why give them multi-millions of dollars for all their woke bullshit and this woke crap they've been playing on the halftime show? So I'm watching it.
Yeah, I heard that they're nonprofits. So I don't know how they can get away with it. Well, they get away because they're Democrats.
Yeah, there you go,
liberals.
buddy. You got it.
Liberal, woke Democrats, and Speaking of liberal woke Democrats, our new mayor, she's really been hitting. She's been on her feet quite a bit, going to this function, that function.
Right. How come she is not shoveling snow? I mean, come on, she should be out shoveling snow.
She's picking up right where Joe left off.
Right. Well,
and then some.
Well, yeah, and then of course the pizza lady's right in tow with behind her all the Democrat functions downtown. I went downtown to eat at a local restaurant. You could barely get through because of all the snow. They had it piled up so high. Franco's, Brenda and I went to opening day at Franco's, and they had shoveled it off right in front of the restaurant. If not, you couldn't get to the restaurants. So yeah, crack job. Good job. First snow, and again, they're dropping the ball just like they did in New York. Go woke, you go bro.
Oh, you see New York City?
Yeah, that's a joke. Garbage.
The garbage and the snow and
garbage pile 10 foot tall. I was shocked. I thought they were bullshitting, and I'm like, oh my god, there it is. There it is.
Yeah,
there's Madambi.
Numerous people reporting that on. Well, you're not going to see that on your. I don't watch mainstream. I mean, I don't watch any of your local.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them in years.
No, I like the independent guys. I like the Benjamin Franklin citizen journalist. They're the ones now with technology. They can go live, and now it's 10-foot high piles of garbage and rats.
Yeah, I'm making a running. I'm making a running list of all the reports where Daria Devlin and Tyler Titus agree. I got 2 so far.
Could agree on everything.
Both agreed on the ice deal for Erie,
of course,
and then they agreed on putting tabling that new city government that they wanted to enact, at least have a study session over. They both agreed to table that. They're like 2 peas in a pod, those 2.
Well, here's you got to look what the political structure is. Tiffany is the chairman or president. They refer to her as president. She's the president, so that's why she's making nicey with the president of city council because Dr. Tyler Titus is the president. That's why. You gotta look at the big picture, and don't forget what's going on at county council. County council went from a resolution; they're going to bump it to an ordinance to denounce ICE in Erie. Well,
denounce.
Yeah, denounce it. Yeah, they're not going to support it. It's an ordinance. It's a city or it'll be a county ordinance that they are not acknowledging ICE's authority. Yeah, those are the feds. Like Drexel has any say sitting in his mommy and daddy's house on what ICE does or doesn't do. Give me a
I wonder
break.
what the sheriff's position will be on that.
Well, Fatty will just do whatever he's told.
Yeah.
But he's not going to stand up to ICE. He's not going to.
No.
Once those feds show up there and their armored vehicles and they rappel out of helicopters in Perry Square, he'll run and hide underneath the desk with his dog. That's my prediction. Instead of go out there helping them, he'll cower. He'll cower. He's a Democrat. He'll retire. No, you watch. He'll retire. He's going to retire.
It's pretty disgusting. This political aspect here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
That's what they wanted. It's the same thing they wanted in New York. They wanted it. They got it. Like the old commercial. Remember? You remember the old? You asked for it, you got it. Toyota. You asked for it, you got it. Democrats. Now sit back and watch.
Yeah.
It all burned.
It's really something. Here she's running all over that Devlin. She's running all over. She's down in Philadelphia and Harrisburg and.
You gotta go to mayor
school. I don't know
school.
what she's doing, but
they gotta go to mayor school. They gotta go learn to be it's like a district magistrate. You get elected to be a district magistrate, then you gotta go to school. It's the same thing with the mayor. You gotta go to mayor school, and I guess you gotta go to county executive school too to learn. Because according to the county executive on the Joe Natale show, all she said was it's not that hard of a job. All you do is sign papers.
Oh. Really?
Yes, swear to God.
Sign papers.
That's all the county executive does. Yeah. Well, remember Perry Woods said the county executive never comes off the 5th floor. Never, ever, ever. Doesn't fix ramps, doesn't shovel snow off roofs, doesn't pick up a tornado, doesn't help, remove fallen trees. He doesn't come off the 5th floor. Now you watch the pizza lady not come off the 5th floor. You watch.
Well, she won't come out of city or county, the county courthouse if they get that new, they get that cafe built like she wants.
Oh, top priority. Got to get the cafe.
That's number one priority. Get that cafe redone.
Right. Well, I mean, she's got county council under control with the Democrats running that, so she's not going to have any fighting with them or lawsuits or anything. That's going to be easy peasy. So yeah, she can just sit down there and have a slice of pizza and a beverage.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if she tries to get her small lunch pizzas down there once that opens, that cafe.
As dirty as the Democrats are in this town, I wouldn't put it past her.
That would be really what do they call that? The conflict of interest?
Well, let's think about this. Let's look about some creative financing. Maybe she'll sell the pizzas at a discount. The profit will go to the $500,000 loan she has out with the county government, because she still owes the county government over about $500,000. Oh yeah, people they just kind of didn't even look at that. She paid off the one. She owed Harbor Creek money. She paid that one off. They lent her some money to buy her Harbor Creek one. Then I think she owns like almost $500,000 of money to the county that she gets to oversee the loan. I can't make it up. It's out there. Google it up, boys and girls. Google it up.
Yeah. And I see that Mr. Drexel, Mr. Pretzel Man, he has a big picture in the paper the other day for the big ambulance with Mr. Wood. They gave the new ambulance to, is that Emergicare? What was that for? I can't remember now.
That was Emergicare. Yeah, it was Emergicare.
Is that Emergicare?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess, like somebody was telling me, he shot down the one in Harbor Creek.
Yeah, he was he's that dumb where he actually voted. He was the only no vote to vote for a new ambulance out here in Harbor Creek. Actually, I was shocked that he did that. So he has to mend some fences because, that's right, he's up for re-election next year. You're going to see more and more of the zombie actor doing more and more grip and grins, and now he'll trust me, he'll be attached to the pizza lady's hip. Cell phone boy and the pizza lady, they'll be attached hip to hip because he's up for re-election next year. And you watch.
Any rumors on anybody going to run against him for that in that district?
No clue.
No clue, huh? Yet.
Haven't heard of peep. I don't think. I mean, I heard a loose Democrat, but that would be so not very Democrat.
You get primaried then.
Yeah, for him to get primaried, I heard a rumor. I had a conversation with a trusted Democrat. I have Democrat friends, but I don't kiss and tell. I never give up a source. That he was going to be he might have a primary on the D side, which would be kind of cool because he's done absolutely nothing. I mean, nothing other than just hand out money for the city of Erie. These District 5, which is don't you think the people in Harbor Creek, Northeast, Summit, and Green aren't paying attention? That he hasn't done shit for this district. Pardon my French, Mom.
Yeah, and I see Mr. Horton. He's not. He doesn't want to put any money into the Erie Cemetery for any of the. What did he call them? The mausoleums.
Well, yeah.
The mausoleums.
Yeah, mausoleum.
Oh, the mausoleum.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know why?
Yeah, because they were slave owners.
There it is. Pull the race card out and throw it on the table.
If the mausoleums fall down in disrepair or whatever. He doesn't care.
No, but that's okay. But Trump took a sign down off of some building, and they're screaming foul. But they literally put a rope around Christopher Columbus's statue, ripped it down during the George Floyd crap. So then they're not going to put. They want to put it on the National Registry because it's so old that there's actually potentially slave owners there that were slave owners. That he won't support that because it's racist.
Yeah,
everything's
I heard that.
Racist.
Yeah,
no, dude,
unbelievable.
It's a stone. Relax, move on. It doesn't care. It doesn't vote. Well, those Democrats probably do vote. I'm just saying, if they don't vote, they are registered to vote. So maybe his brother Gary won't register them because they're slave owners now. I don't know what to say. Yeah. So I mean,
All right, I'm gonna get running.
all right, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate
Maybe
you.
somebody else will call in.
Yeah, well, we're gonna wrap it up, play a couple videos, and we're out of here because we're gonna go watch the Charlie Kirk Turning Point USA halftime show with Kid Rock.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
dude. Later, brother.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yeah. So yeah, let's just jump right in here. Now there's one little video here. It's called Dad Knows. If it does, get a tissue out right now. I want everybody to just stop, run over, get a tissue, get a towel, because I'm telling you, this one will tug at your strings because it is the absolute truth. Brenda, Dad Knows.
Years old, Dad knows everything. 7 years old, Dad knows a lot. 10 years old, maybe Dad doesn't know everything. 12 years old, Dad doesn't know anything. 14 years old, Dad's gone crazy. 16 years old, I can't take Dad seriously. 18 years old, what does Dad even know? 22 years old, Dad's talking nonsense. 24 years old, I know more than Dad. 26 years old, Dad seems to know some things after all. 30 years old, I think I should ask Dad about this. 40 years old, it's amazing how Dad went through all this. 45 years old, Dad's been right all along. 50 years old, if Dad were here, I could have learned so much from him. So while you still can, listen to him, appreciate him, because one day his silence will teach you more than his words ever could.
Exactly. My mom and dad they live around the corner from me. I try to call when I can, just because, every day that they're here is a blessing. So don't forget your parents. Mom, we didn't forget about you either, but this was just a dedicated to dad thing. Now this next one is called Antifa Kyle. Now this loudmouth whack job has been on social media, on TikTok, and he's all badass, and he can't wait till ICE comes to his house because he'll pew pew, and he's really tough guy in his videos. He's got a muscle shirt on, and he's got his bulletproof vest on. But his other pictures, he's in stockings, thigh highs, garter belt, and weird stuff. But this guy is strictly a whack job, threatened federal agents, and guess what? He got a set of handcuffs. Antifa Kyle, please.
Here in New York, DHS telling us that in recent days and weeks, the number of death threats against officers has increased a staggering 8,000%. That number coming as new video shows the feds arresting a self-described Antifa member in Minneapolis. He's now being charged after making violent threats against ICE agents in that city.
This is where ICE has come to die. We want to know who they are. We will identify every single one of them, and we will prosecute them to the full extent of the law. And if that has to be done at the barrel of a gun, then let us have a little fun.
Well, that'll get your attention, right? And it did. Brooke Taylor's got more now. She's live in Minneapolis. Brooke, hello there.
Hi, Bill. The Justice Department using this as an example that if you threaten ICE officers, there's going to be real consequences. So as you mentioned, this is a self-described Antifa member now hit with federal charges for his disturbing videos on social media. We'll show you more of those videos. But first, this is him right here, Kyle Wagner. They arrested him yesterday early in the morning. He was proudly wearing a hoodie with "I'm Antifa" plastered right across it there. The criminal complaint describes the threats against ICE. Fox obtained some of those videos. You can watch it for yourself.
This is not a joke. There's nothing fun to chant about it. Get your guns and stop these people.
He also accused the federal officers of being murderers and the Gestapo. All of this comes as a Fox News digital investigation uncovered a nationwide web of more than 200 anti-ICE organizations that are using military-grade tactics to track these ICE officers. So they're tracking and deploying civilians to act as on-the-ground scouts to collect this data. Fox News Digital found that they're feeding this data into at least 13 sophisticated databases databases. So they are tracking license plate numbers. They're also taking pictures of them, geological data, you name it, and they're putting it into these databases. The FBI director says that he is looking into this and opened an investigation into those signal chats. Bill.
We are totally focused on criminals, really bad criminals. Now, you could say people that came in illegally are criminals, but I'm talking about murderers from different countries. We have 11,888 murderers that Biden and his group led into our country. We've captured a lot of them. We've brought some of them back. A lot of them we don't want to bring back because we don't trust the country that they're not sent back again.
We want that level of cooperation from state and local officials. And if people are illegally obstructing our federal law enforcement operations, if they are targeting, doxing, harassing, and vilifying ICE agents, they are going to be held accountable, like this individual here, who, again, is a self-proclaimed member of Antifa. He is a domestic terrorist, and he will be held accountable in the United States.
Bye-bye. So I guess we got Karens, and so we got Kyles now. You know, don't be a Kyle. Yeah, I get it. So yeah. Antifa Kyle, he's been running his mouth. He was like, I was watching one of his TikToks. He was like, I had to do this thing 13 times because I just wanted to get right. Yeah, you're gonna get it right, Bubba. Let's see. Now this one's marked the SAFE Act. Now make sure that we call our Mr. Fetterman. You know, let's give him a chance. I'm not holding my breath. Just as you think you trust him, he does something that I don't trust him as far as I could throw his, big bald head. So yeah, go ahead. Say fact, please.
Yes, well, I want to thank the American people who have been calling their senators peacefully in order to whip them into sponsoring and co-sponsoring the SAVE Act. So as it stands right now, we have 48 co-sponsors with Mike Lee sponsoring the bill. And as you just showed the clip earlier, Senate Majority Leader Thune even indicated support for the SAVE Act. So here's where we are right now. First, let's start with the SAVE Act, and I'll be brief. I need everybody to continue to call your senators and ask them to make a public statement about bringing the SAVE Act to the Senate floor and forcing any senator that is opposed to requiring proof of citizenship to register to vote must tell the American people publicly on the floor why they are against that bill. That's step number one. Step number two, so what Senator Mike Lee has done is introduce the Save America Act, which is not only the proof of citizenship requirement, but photo voter ID. And so ask number two of our senators is to co-sponsor that second piece of legislation. And then third is I want to thank Congressman Brian Stile out of Wisconsin for introducing the MEGA Act, which is the Make Elections Great Again, which is probably one of the most comprehensive election integrity reform packages that we've seen in American history. So that's my ask of the American people. Continue to call your senators, please. Respectfully, because I'm a nice guy, I have emailed Senate Majority Leader Thune's legislative director. I have emailed the scheduler. I have peacefully showed up in person to the DC office to request a meeting with the Senate Majority Leader. And I have posted for 17 days consecutively, joined by an army of people across the country. We voted for Donald Trump for a secure border, a strengthened economy, and secure elections. The House has passed it. Thank you to Speaker Mike Johnson. But where are all of Senate Majority Leader Thune's colleagues putting peaceful pressure on him to get the job done? People, I'm in Utah right now. Thank you, Senator Mike Lee, for wanting to pass the SAVE Act, but we need all of our majority to come together. Otherwise, my warning nicely is that if Senate Majority Leader Thune wants to stay in that position, you will only have more allies come join you in the Senate if we pass the SAVE Act. Otherwise, it's a very real possibility that Democrats could gain control this November, Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026, Kaylee.
They told Chuck that 70% of Democrats want it, and he couldn't care less. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer was being interviewed on Morning Joe when he was asked about the SAVE Act, which would require ID and proof of citizenship to register to vote.
71% of Democrats like this idea, so why do you not?
It's Jim Crow 2.0, and I called it Jim Crow 2.0, and the right wing went nuts all over the internet. That's because they know it's true. What they're trying to do here is the same thing that was done in the South for decades to prevent people of color from voting.
You know, it's really impressive how Schumer managed to call 71% of his own party racist without even flinching. That's the kind of bold leadership that definitely won't backfire.
Yeah, well, of course, that was Scott Pressler. Now, here, oh, yeah, I was just going to put that up there. Here's now the bottom right-hand corner, live CNN. This is CNN. Now, people are like, well, you always use Fox and you always, no, this is CNN. White people, 85% of the people they polled, they want it. Latinos, 82%. Sorry, when I grabbed the screenshot, I kind of cut off, but it's 76% of blacks want voter ID. And of course, what does Chuck Schumer do? The big scary word, Jim Crow, racist. It's Jim Crow. No, it's not. Stop. You know, that's all these guys do is gaslight. There was some knucklehead, senator, congressman, Democrat. He was talking about how if the SAFE Act gets passed, women will lose their voting rights. I'm like, come on. You guys need to come up with better material than that. They're trying to scare women that if the SAFE Act, what are you trying to say my mom and my wife and my mother-in-law and every woman I know will lose their voting rights because they don't have ID? No, they all have ID. You have to have ID for everything except for voting because it's racist. But guess what, boys and girls? The American people are speaking very, very loud on this issue. Even when a CNN poll comes back and says, no, we want IDs because we don't want a repeat of 2020. Well, if you think about it, that's exactly what the Democrats want because they've been getting caught with their hands in a cookie jar. Look what happened in Georgia. Look what's happening all over the place. And it's taken them years. Why would that be? Oh, that's right, because Trump's in charge and allowing these people to do their jobs and investigate these crooked, thieving Democrats on these Democrat-controlled Board of Elections, Erie County. And look what happened last time. They contracted out to a company in Ohio, and they screwed it up. How convenient. It was just a computer glitch. Now, wait a minute. I thought these were the most secure elections around, and you guys sent out four ballots. Now, I had a couple people reach out to me, and I finally got it in the mail. I wanted to bring it up. I got this in the mail. It is from the county Department of Elections and Office of Voter Registration. It asks a very simple question. I want to vote by mail-in ballot in all elections this year. That would be the primary and November. Option B, stop receiving the notice because you want to do it in person. You flip it over. It's very big letters, easy to see. Man, I like this camera. Focus is nice. It'll tell you exactly what to do, blah, 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 all the way down, and you sign it. But yeah, don't freak out. This is a legitimate thing. I talked to Ms. Fernandez about this. This is legitimate. They're just taking, they want to know what you want to do. If you feel like you can't get out, fill it out. Oh, look at that. That rhymed. Whoa, bad focus. Come on. There you go. Come on, buddy. Come back to daddy. Uh-oh. I think I skewed my camera. I made it do too much. Come on. Oh, there it goes. All right. What do we got next, Brenda? We got the crazy face.
Well, in many ways, this is not really worthy of a headline, but there is actually something important to glean from this video, which I will play. and which you will no doubt find deeply troubling and grotesque on multiple levels, both aesthetically and in terms of the content of what is being said. So here's a TikTok video that's gone viral where a woman with a lot of facial piercings, and that's an understatement, explains what she will do if ICE ever comes knocking on her door. Listen.
I really pray it doesn't get bad enough, but being a mom in America, I had to stop walking for this. I often think that if it gets to the point of knocking on doors, God, and like, to even have these thoughts, it's like I'm literally separating from reality right now. If it comes down to me taking out myself and my kids versus us being taken and harmed by ICE, like, God help me, I did not want to do it. This is not the life I wanted. But that is a very dark thought that I've had. Death would be a easier out than for my children to be taken and harmed by these pedophiles.
Okay, so this woman, who by my count has approximately 8 billion facial piercings, says that, I mean, she's pierced parts of her face that I didn't even know you could pierce. I guess you could pierce any part of your body, I suppose, but it's like random piercing just like on her forehead and her cheek. It's like, but anyway, she says that she will take out herself and her kids, i.e. commit a murder-suicide, if ICE ever comes knocking on her door. In spite of the fact that she is pretty clearly and tragically an American citizen. I mean, she's pretty clearly, this is an American citizen. She's was almost certainly born here and for all we know, has been here for generations and is a legal citizen. Sadly, as much as I would like to think that she's not. So ICE would have no reason to ever come for her. There is, however, now reason for the FBI and local law enforcement and certainly CPS to come, which they must. Now, I'm not saying that as a joke or as a bit or something. CPS needs to step in. I mean, these children are in danger. That's the first thing. These children are in very real danger. And so if that doesn't get your kids taken away permanently, then I don't know what does. But the other thing we glean from this is that, you know, aside from the fact that has been observed so many times, liberalism is a mental disorder, truly is. These people are deranged, they're unwell. But aside from that, the level of ignorance that we're dealing with, not just stupidity, although there's plenty of that, but ignorance. Like, these people don't know anything. This is what you have to, they actually don't know what ICE is or what it even does. They're out there in the streets protesting and they're making these TikTok videos constantly and they're freaking out about it. They don't even know what ICE is.
Yeah, that Matt Walsh. He's a good guy, great guy. Right side of the aisle. We're going to clip through these real quick. Now, an Erie local restaurant had closed. It was in the Baldwin building for many, many years. Larry, the owner, great guy. Oh, it's great to walk in his place. And he always remembers everybody's names. He remembers what you got. Like, oh, hey, you know, we came down for his grand opening last Tuesday. And again, that's for the restaurant we went to that there was no way to get to his store other than somebody had shoveled off in front of his store. Now, I do have permission from the creator of this video. It was a former local news reporter. She does some really nice work. I reached out to her. I said, hey, can I borrow your video for my podcast? She goes, absolutely, Brian. Knock yourself out. So, Brenda, please. Video. Yeah. Again, Franco's great local restaurant, great salad bar, probably one of the best salad bars around. And if you got to get something to eat other than just a quick sandwich, go to Franco's. Support local, great guy. He's always in the store. It was so cute. His granddaughters were there handing out sugar cookies on the grand opening. He put it out on social media. Again, I told him we'll be down there. We were down there. And it was so nice to see the place up and running. He had a couple setbacks doing construction, of course. We go like that. So let's see. Now, the next one, I did edit the beginning of it off because the haters hate me enough as it is. I didn't want to give them like another reason to hate. But I want you guys to see the other side of the coin because the media did a screenshot of the beginning of the video where it just has the Obamas superimposed photoshopped AI on some monkeys. And of course, that's racist. Oh my God. Ah! But a comedian, and I use the term loosely, can hold a severed head of the president, but that's okay. But put an AI monkey on of Obama's on a monkey, yeah, they lose their brain. So this is the back side of the video that they refuse to show. We're going to show the actual side of the other side of the coin. Brenda, video.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps
All right, every one of you people that laughed at that, according to the internet, you are nothing but racist. Of course, that's what they call everybody. Now this guy, he's a comedian, does his own little acting stuff, does these little videos. This is the Leering Center video. So go ahead, Brenda, play it.
Imagine your child leering math right here, or perhaps leering science over here, or leering the future language of Minnesota. Well, imagine no more. Welcome to the Quality Leering Center. At the Quality Leering Center, we strive for greatness, not only for your child, but more importantly, for our luxurious lifestyles, our terrorist friends overseas, and Democrat politicians right here in the U.S. To achieve that greatness, we follow the 5 fundamental tenets to success. Fabricate everything, receive government funds, act the victim, undermine the opposition, and deny, distract, demonize. All of our dedicated teachers are former Somalian pirates, so you can be sure your child is in good hands with someone whose IQ is equivalent to a school zone speed limit. Speaking of pirates, Democrats, members of Congress, and even Governor Walz fully support our business operations. Rest assured, absolutely no one will be held accountable. They don't just turn a blind eye for the sake of money. They crank their head 180 degrees and jam it up their own butt. At the Quality Leering Center, we recognize there have been an abundance of fraud scandals, coincidentally, right here in Minnesota, also involving billions in government funding and also run by Somalians. Therefore, to solidify your trust, we promise to lear from their mistakes and ensure your tax dollars reach the right hands in Somalia. Your toothpaste may not make it through TSA, but $700 million in cash, we can make that happen. Now, you might be wondering, I thought this was a daycare. What about the kids? That's all just politics. Now you're getting it. We know that you have plenty of options here in Minneapolis, but while other daycares receiving government funding are only open for 15 minutes a day, we're open for over 45 minutes Tuesday through Wednesday. And if that's not enough, here's some 5-star reviews from happy customers. Thanks, John Smith. Hey, if you're in the neighborhood, don't bother stopping by. And if you have any questions, please ask yourself this first. What happened to those who questioned Tim Walz's agenda in the past? For more information, please visit yourqualitylearingcenter.com. The Quality Leering Center. Leering made fun.
You gotta go on social media and look this guy up. He has got some absolutely hilarious videos. We're gonna go ahead and we got one quick video, and then we'll say goodbye. That way we can all jump on YouTube and watch Kid Rock, and we can watch the Ugly Bunny highlights in about 10 years when we go. Yep. So that's it. Like I said, that's on the 16th. That's at 5:30. Tim, I'm sorry you're calling in. I wish you'd have called a little bit sooner, but we are really crunched for time. I'll catch you next week because, like I said, we want to kick out of here before 8 o'clock and we can go watch the halftime show. Not that, Coach, that your call is unimportant, and I know you're doing some great stuff, but we're on a really time crunch. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thanks for sharing your time and not watching, I don't know, whoever, the Erie Bayhawks or whoever's playing tonight. I'm joking. I know it's Steelers. Oh, it's the Browns. No, bad. Brenda, outro video, please. Oh.
Fight has never been clear. Take a good look in the mirror and tell me what you see. They throw their stones to silence people, build up their walls to celebrate evil. Destructions are what they seek, and they got their man Charlie. But like an avalanche rolling downhill, like a fighter imposing his will, an army is born. Like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. We cried and we mourned, but now this is war. One bullet, one shot, but don't be mistaken, they took out a life, but united a nation, and we are not afraid. We rise up against those demonic forces who kill and destroy, but for God who our Lord is, standing strong and brave, the sleeping giant waves. Like an avalanche rolling downhill, like a fighter imposing his will, an army is born. Like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. We cried and we mourned, but now this is war. They took out someone, a dead husband and son, because of his views and his faith. They thought they had won, no idea what they've done. Now they're lying in the bed that they've made. They took out someone, a dead husband or son, because of his views and his faith. They thought they had won, no idea what they've done. Now they're lying in the bed that they've made, and they created a martyr that day. Like an avalanche rolling downhill, a prize fighter imposing his will, an army is born. Like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. We cried and we mourned, but now this is war. Like an avalanche rolling downhill, a prize fighter imposing his will. He lived without fear. Oh, like the force of a tsunami wave, rising up, going boldly in faith. It won't disappear. Now the whole world hears. So let me be clear, Charlie, we got it from here.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming out. A special thank you for Brenda for everything she does to make the show happen. I will see you guys next Sunday. Let's go jump on YouTube and watch Turning Point USA's halftime. Woo! And no ugly bunny or stupid bunny or whatever dumb bunny is.